PapaBoris is back for a second event 2 weeks after Cirque, this one taking place in Elitch Gardens, a theme park in Denver, Colorado. Now this is a bit of a different event where instead of double elimination like most events, it is a World Cup style, so there are different groups of robots each fighting each other round robin style, and whoever's the winner of that heat moves on to the final bracket. The other two robots in my heat were DBSC, or Death by Single Cut, with half of its weight in its weapon, and also Petty Thief, which is an indestructible vertical spinner that's nearly impossible to KO. My first fight of the day is against DBSC, the terrifying horizontal spinner. And you can see I'm not running undercutter here because my strategy is to box rush him, get him before his weapon spins up, and try and chop off the 3D printed holding pieces that hold his weapon in place and hopefully stop his weapon. But as you can see, this fails, he's up to speed, and he's ripping me to shreds. Now it's kind of hard to see, but right around there, he rips off a chunk of my top plate, leaving my electronics exposed.
Get a better bite. Nope.
And there's the drawback of having a huge blade. I'm pretty sure his weapon motor burned out, which leaves me open to an attack, except my weapon assembly explodes. And you can see in the right corner, my weapon is there, and in the left corner, my support bearing. And from here on out, it's just a pushing match. And I somehow end up winning this by judge's decision. Doesn't really make sense to me, but hey, a win's a win.
2-1, and that's it.
My next fight is against Petty Thief, and this is not the best matchup I could have had, but let's see how this fight turns out. And immediately I encounter the same problem that happened to me at Cirque, where one wheel just stops working. I'm going to replace the ESCs for the next version of PapaBoris, but it's just weird and I have no idea what's going on, and after I brought it back to the pits, it was working fine.
Almost as the PapaBoris is dancing. Now it's getting faster, more aggressively. Chris coming around and trying to get a shot at the back of PapaBoris.
And with that big hit, my weapon just falls out pathetically on the floor, dragging around. The magnets shattered in my motor, and they stripped the screws right out of their holding places, so that's an issue I'm going to have to fix the next version.
Well, I just noticed that he does have a sweet mustache on his robot, and that must count for something.
It does. I don't have the mustache power.
Me neither. I'm pretty good. Still can't grow a mustache. Chris trying to separate the weapons. PapaBoris done. PapaBoris done. Easy, you got me.
Now, in a normal competition, I would have more fights because it's double elimination, but in this competition, I'm out. That was it. Petty Thief moved on because he won both the fights, and I'm stuck from the outside looking in. But there is a last chance rumble where if you win, you're in. It's the wild card, so let's see how this goes for me. And immediately, as soon as the rumble starts, my drive goes out on one side. Again.
We've got Tubi, then destroying some wheels. PapaBoris in the corners looking to get some action. Let's see. The diving especial is taking bigger. We've got Tubi flipped over here. Let's see. Good spark there. Anyway, still in the back. PapaBoris is causing some mayhem.
Oh. Oh. Uh-oh.
Humanity.
Uh-oh.
Giving hugs. Plastic competitor is still moving. Big hit there. Mini wedges. Reinforcing the bot he once was.
And PapaBoris is having flashbacks of his father, Slavic Thunder, being ripped to shreds by Tubi.
PapaBoris still fishing it. Fault line still not giving it.
Now, what I think happened here is, while one wheel stopped, the other wheel was slowly working its way off the axle and coming into contact with the wheel guard, stopping most motion in the robot.
We'll go another about 15, 30 seconds here.
Just push one into the other. I'd be fine if someone just hit the button.
We have a lot of luck doing lots of circles here.
Uh-oh.
PapaBoris is still hitting people. All right, I'm going to try and do movement. We got movement in EG. We got movement in 2B. We got movement in the B. Anyway, is PapaBoris the business. We got a push battle going on. Alright. Boris, can you move the straight line? Show. Get across the seam. We'll get you in the boat. Get across the seam. Get across the seam. I'll give you a 10-second countdown. PapaBoris can make it across the seam. He's going to make it into the boating. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End the rumble.
And with that, the voting begins. So I happened to make it into the final vote on who gets to move on to the finals from the Rumble because Tubi was nice enough to push me across the seam, showing that I had mobility, even though I could move at all. But anyway, Tubi ended up winning the vote, which means he moved on, rightly so. He controlled most of the Rumble. He was by far the best robot in the Rumble, in my opinion. But anyway, PapaBoris V2 is coming to the next event, November 23rd, so watch out for that. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.